This small silver coin was used during World War II, while India was preparing to break free from the British Empire, and today Americans are paying over $200 for it. What if I told you this? 1941 Indian coin could be worth more than 10 times its silver value, and most people don't even realize they own one. This coin traveled through war zones, colonial markets, and rising rebellion, and it still survives today. But why is it suddenly popular in the United States? At first glance, it looks simple, but behind this coin lies a story of empire, war, power, and survival. And the face on this coin? A reluctant king who never expected to rule. The portrait you see is King George VI. He became king in 1936 not by plan, but by crisis. His brother, Edward VIII, abdicated the throne. Suddenly, George VI, a shy man with a speech problem, became ruler of the British Empire. At that time, the British Empire controlled nearly 1/4 of the world, and India was its most valuable colony. By 1941, the world was deep in World War II. Britain was fighting Nazi Germany. Resources were scarce. Metal was needed for weapons, ships, and aircraft. Yet millions of rupee coins were still minted in India. Why? Because India was the economic engine of the empire. Indian soldiers were fighting overseas. Indian factories were supplying goods, and daily life still needed currency. This coin moved through markets, villages, railway stations, and army camps. It may have passed through the hands of soldiers, merchants, farmers, freedom fighters. The 1941 rupee was made from 50% silver. It weighs about 11.66 grams. But something important happened during the war years. Silver became expensive. By 1946, the British reduced silver purity in Indian coins. So 1941 sits near the end of the true silver era. When you hold it today, you're holding real wartime silver. But there's another layer to this story. In 1941, India was restless. The independence movement was growing stronger. Leaders like Gandhi were challenging British rule. The Quit India movement would erupt just 1 year later. So imagine this irony. A coin with the British king's face, circulating in a land preparing for freedom. This rupee is not just money. It is a symbol of colonial control, right before the empire began to crack. Today in the United States, collectors love coins with strong historical stories. In average condition, the 1941 1 rupee usually sells between $10 and $20. In higher grades, it can reach $50 to over $100. If professionally graded and in near mint condition, prices can go even higher. But sometimes, the story adds more value than the silver. Collectors in America appreciate coins connected to World War II. And this coin sits right in that moment of history. Look under the date. You may find a small mint mark. Different mints can affect rarity. Check for sharp detail in the king's hair, strong wreath lines, minimal scratches, original shine. Condition is everything. Think about this. In 1941, someone may have used this coin to buy food during wartime rationing. Today, it sits in collections across America, a small silver witness to global war, colonial power, and a nation on the edge of independence. This is not just a rupee. It is a piece of world history, and sometimes, history fits in the palm of your hand. This coin survived decades of change, from the streets of India to collections across the world. It's a silent witness to history, from the reign of King George VI to the dawn of Indian independence. And while its silver shines, it's the story that truly glimmers. For collectors in the United States, or anyone who loves history, the 1941 1 rupee is a reminder that even small things can carry enormous stories. And in the end, history fits right in the palm of your hand. If you enjoyed discovering the story behind this 1941 1 rupee and seeing how a small silver coin can carry so much history, make sure to smash that like button. It really helps more history lovers find this video. And if you want to explore rare coins, silver treasures, and fascinating stories from the past, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss a chance to uncover another piece of history. Who knows? The next coin we explore might be hiding a story even bigger than this one.